You run in and this ball is just going to have to be microed away, otherwise it will just fall every time.
Yep.
Can't really keep it in there, attacking the Ember.
Notel's doing a good job of, he's even using cold feet on the boar and then just using his chill and touch. He actually gets a kill on it there, and it's a significant amount of experience, and they've gotten pulls already down bottom too, so you see their lane is at least getting a lot of XP. As
mid lane. I mean, I said I thought it'd be even, but Quakefa turning up big time.
Cold feet, level 2.
Works,
so cold feet plus chains, I guess that's how they're going to try to set up kills rather than using that flame guard.
I mean, here we have it. You know, the Beastmaster, Boxy steps forward. They throw it down. Cold Feet is going to proc, but he has the Ink Swell on him. The stun will connect on Sumail, but Boxy, he'll fall. Sumail also getting very, very low himself. Insania's trying to finish him off. He's juking through the trees, but indeed the boar vision will allow Insania to set up and get the kill. At the same time, up top, Liquid were also able to make moves in onto Seb. And I think that is, so for sure, a little bit of a worry for OG. Is their lineup definitely requiring momentum. I mean, any lineup that's sort of built around a mid Dazzle is going to need it. Insania, he'll dive the Cold Feet. Boxy's going to try and find a kill in return. He's on top of Notel with the Ink Swell stun. The boar slowing him as well as Boxy doesn't want to dive too far. The tower starts to hit on him and he backs away, and indeed he's in trouble. Sumail chains connection, cuts him out with a sleight of fist. So
Quakefa now will back up and go for that bottle. So he will now have that rune control as we were talking about earlier.
Bottom lane.
On top of that set. And he's making a move. He's actually TPing bottom.
Well, yeah, Boxy, he's already gone down. They are going to try and find a kill in return. As you say, with these TPs, they can get revenge. They roll in onto Sumail. They'll get both of them. Notel is surrounded. Quakefa getting the double.
Oh, he tried to time-lapse back to mid, I think.
That would have been huge value, but mid one has instead had too much impact. Quakefa will have that regen rune taken away from him by Saxa. And Quakefa's moving over to help out Tiger. Seb has been found. He's trying to get himself a little bit of safety here back in the jungle. This time, the Grave will come in time onto Seb. Seb goes for the TP out. They will have the stun to cancel it, though. Seb gets held back. It will fall. They'll turn over towards Saxa. Quakefa ready to clean up more. Now has to time-lapse out and doesn't quite have enough damage to kill off the Rubik. So Saxa will live. But now Sumail is in. Sumail, he has a remnant prepared. Oh, back by the tier 2. Well, indeed, knocked down Mickey on the way past, which was a good job. Kill on the mid lane. We'll see how safe mid one plays it.
They want to try to get some more tower on pressure because they haven't even really hit this one. Now for mid one.
That's the brutal combo there. The silence into the stun. There's no chance for a grave. Sumail will be able to find the grab onto Tiger as he dives under the tower. So a trade is found. OG seeing if they can push in for more. Sumail, he's got the slight chains combo, ready to go again. Gets the connection onto Insania. Another setup from Sumail. The Ice Blast flies through. Insania will die. Double buyback coming out from Liquid as they look to turn. They'll find Saxa with the Roar. It is just the Rubik, though. Ideally, with this 2 buybacks, they need to find something more out of this, but I don't think they will unless Mickey can find some sort of connection. He's there with the wraparound, goes for the stun onto Sumail, but Sumail, he's already picked up the Arcane Rune, and he's got enough mana to jump out with the Remnant. Sumail is fine. Tiger going in with a deep snowball move here. He's now starting to tick down low. Another Remnant in. Already he falls. OG Nota had the damage. And, I mean, that was a dieback.
Already 16 minutes in, so...
Yeah. I imagine maybe, well, obviously you want the Ink Swell maxed out, and I guess maybe he just favors having more damage from the Stroke of Fate to deal with the low-level Flame Guard. Ooh. But, I mean, even then it's just a low-level Seb. All right, they'll take it. Boxy's in with the Roar. Seb surrounded and instantly walks into his death. Liquid, they're going to start hunting for more in the trees. They'll find the catch on an Hotel with the shards. Already, Mickey's starting to play around with mid one as Liquid. They've caught OG very broken up. And they're going to get the kills because of this. Mid one, he'll slowly but surely fall. The Grave will only buy him some time. Boxy's the one to claim the triple kill. As OG, they just were not ready for that. Liquid just sort of just awkwardly walked into each other, and Liquid just ended up killing all 3 of them.
That was like the most perfect smoke ever. They literally caught Seb as he gets his Atos TPing in. He just gets instantly killed. Now Saxa has Shikuchi, but he's likely to go down too.
Shards are on point from Tiger. Saxa cannot get out in time. So... 4 heroes, one off.
Courier in the lane as well, gets the kill. He also gave both kills on his Necro books, and
and he's going to show because he's going to try for Notel, but Notel's got back up with him. A bit of an ambitious attempt there from Boxy with the Roar. Notel's going to be saved by the Grave, and Boxy's going to die for that attempt. Seb does get low to Tiger and Insania, but there's no further follow-up from the 2 of them. Mickey, does he want to commit to try and finish this kill? He's revving up the ultimate. The Soulbind's out. They'll lay him down with a Boundless Strike. Seb's getting low. They'll get the kill. It's a double for Mickey. Over to mid one they go in with the Snowball, cancelling the TP. They'll get a 3rd kill. Liquid will manage to get out on top of that trade. They do end up losing. See, prepared to sort of intervene from the back lines. But already OG seem a little spooked. They know that Liquid's starting to build the numbers up, and they begin the retreat. Seb Seb's going to be the one left behind. Boxy leads in with the Roar. Seb's relatively tanky. Tiger's going to roll across. Can they burst him down? They're bringing him low. Seb still alive. Finally falls. The boundless strike from Mickey comes out as after cleaning up Samel, he's ready to move over, join the rest of Liquid to finish off the remainder of OG. Saxon tries for the TP, but Quakefoot finds him with the Shikuchi. Only mid one able to get out alive. Everybody.
Dagger, Grimstroke, and Beastmaster. So you're going to see double roars coming into play very soon from Liquid constantly. This is looking really problematic for OG. I don't really know how they're going to be able to respond for this, but it's going to have to be some miraculous fight.
I'm going to try and have a bit of a poke onto Mickey. They do manage to bring him down. Yeah, Mickey just caught on the front. The rest of Liquid already bailing. They're out of there. And maybe Samel could try and hunt for more. He's moving in with the Remnant. Tries to find someone with a slight change, but all he gets is half of the Beastmaster's army.
Massively. Now they're trying to go for a Roche here. Liquid.
I mean, they're doing it. It's at half HP. Liquid are heading over. They do have a pretty excellent team fight around the pit, so OG's got to hurry this up if they want to get away with it. It's getting low. Boxy's going to go with the Raw onto Saxon on the side of it all. Seb forces his way out of the pit. They'll look over towards Tiger. Tiger affected by the cold feet. They'll kill off the Tusk as well as the Grimstrap. Both supports down. Tusk buys back. Quakefoot committing with the BKB. Looking for No-Tail, but mid one's there with the Grave. Another heal, and the mech No-Tail's going to be able to stay alive. Only Sacks are going down, so a 2-for-1 trade. Buybacks obviously coming out from both supports. So they really want to try and contest this Roche. Liquid, they're straight back into the pit. The Roshan's falling low. Is there going to be any intervention from OG? There is not. Liquid, they'll get the Roche kill and they'll get the Aegis.
I mean, great plays still from Liquid. They're still in a good spot. OG made great plays in the last few moments, but not able to quite sneak that one away when Liquid actually does still fight. We still see that Liquid is still a much stronger fighting force if they're all together. Versus OG, just have to be careful of their positioning and how alone they are.
He's just walking in, he's found Tiger. Again, Liquid, after a great play, they sort of split up and suddenly heroes start to fall. Tiger goes down and OG, they've got the mid lane moving in.
Pushing everything in though. We see up top, Mickey with no hesitation did continue to push top. Same thing for Quakefoot was pushing bottom. Now he's almost got the BKB. He should feel a lot safer when he does have that one. Boxy gets spotted.
Seb is able to slide in. Cancel that TP with the pit. Using the Raw, Boxy's going to try and bring down Saxa with him. Saxa's getting low, but mid one's around to offer the sustain. A quick pop of the heal and Saxa will be fine. Boxy still lives though for now. Pit's going to be back up in a second. Boxy. He's able to blink out. Mickey's there with the backup. Jumps in onto mid one. Seb's decided it's time to get out of it. And with a force to the side, he will. Saxa, can he get him range in time? He can. Saxa will be taken back with Seb to safety. Do pose a huge threat for OG's lineup that do struggle to deal much damage at all through the Magic community.
They just have no control for them either, and they're elusive heroes as Quakefoot, he has the BKB, and now they've got the Soulbind.
Yeah, the two-man silence, look at the two of them down. Samel's trying to get that bug off him, he cannot do so in time. Both Samel and Seb will fall, and now Liquid can collapse on the remainder of OG. No-Tail will also go down. As we're seeing, yeah, Quakefoot, if he can press BKB, he is going to live every single fight. And we're seeing that in the numbers. 14-0-7 on the mid-weaver this game.
Yeah, he's had a perfect game, right? Like, it's 14-0-7. He killed, he got the first, he did like everything he had to do so far in this one. Liquid have given up a couple kills here and there, but overall, they've kept their composure. Now
when they're in,
forward, the roar.
Boxy just commits straight away with the roar onto mid one. Mid one's gone over towards Saxa. They turn, he's silenced. Mickey trying to dive in for this one. And with the slow from Insania, they'll get it. 2 kills behind the tier 3s. They'll resume pushing. This game is getting closer and closer to just looking to be a little too much for OG. See the ultimate orb on the Dazzle, knows that mid one is going to try and build this Hex to have some sort of lockdown before the BKBs come out. But before that Hex is going to be there, that Lincoln's will be complete. Mid lane, they'll look for the lead in onto Seb. Seb trying to keep himself alive with the Ghost Scepter. Buys him a little bit of time. Still though, Mickey's trying to close the gap. Jumps in deep over to the two of them. There's the Roar, splitting them apart. The Soulbind destroying both mid one and Saxa. Seb cannot get out in time. 3 dead on OG. Liquid are definitely free to just run down mid, take this tier 2, and almost certainly more. Samel has been found with a boundless strike, does have a remnant up. Tiger will follow through with the snowball pretty deep, gets the punch up. Quakefoot's in on top of Samel. Samel, he throws the remnant out, but his mana, it's gone. Samel is dead. He'll buy back. OG still trying to hold on, but this game 1 looking pretty grim for them as Liquid. I mean, we're seeing how good it really can be. I mean, it just makes sense, right? You know, this hero, if you get those early levels, that solo XP, you know, Ishikuchi are hurt. You're able to do so much from an early level, and you're such a nuisance to deal with. Mickey finding a beautiful jump in into the middle of 4 members of OG. Saxa goes down. Samel and Seb having to try their best to retreat, but Seb, he's shut in by the Igloo. There'll be a buyback from mid one. OG still desperately trying to get something going their way, but I do not see it happening as the dive comes in from Liquid, taking out No-Tail. Samel again in trouble. The silence from Insania. The Inkswell as well. He tries to close the gap on mid one. The root will hold in place Samel. He gets another slider fist out, but he will fall up inside his own base. And there we have it. They'll tap out. It is enough for OG in this game one as Liquid. They come in with some smart strats, and it proves to be super effective. 44-18, 27k gold lead. This game, it was all Liquid. OG's going to have to come back with something totally different in game 2.
Yeah, just love, like I said, love the way they set it up where it's like, oh, you think the Monkey King's gonna be mid, then they do the little switch around, and I think this Beastmaster last pick, Boxy may have died a couple of times, but I think this pick overall was absolutely perfect because it gives them that good type of lockdown, gives them objective taking, and yeah, I really like the way that Liquid played overall, except for those couple deaths here and there, but that'll happen.